Hello, good morning. This is Donna Lakes, and Spirit has inspired me to do a meditation with you today on reversing the belief that life is hard. So I've channeled some information to help create a new belief that life is easy as you make it. So, for those of you that don't know me, I am an intuitive healer and I work with beliefs and thought patterns and behavioral patterns. I tap into the emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual aspects of the being. I identify blocks and then I work on removing them through inner child healing. Within the inner child healing, we will disprove the beliefs. Most of your beliefs are formed by the time you're 7 because your personality is formed by the time that you are 7 years old. And these beliefs are adopted a lot of times from, family members, mostly mother and father, society, community, religion and or ethnic background, the collective consciousness of them. So most of them are formed by the time we're age 7, so we need to do inner child healing in order to change our beliefs. So in doing that, we need to go in, find out where the belief began, and go in and disprove what you began to believe and why you began to believe that. Get to the root of that and disprove that. And once we've disproved that, I do a thing called dismantling and then rewiring. And then sometimes our beliefs are brought in and our patterns from another lifetime, and we need to do like a past life healing to alleviate ourselves from that limiting belief or pattern of behavior. So that's the gist of my work. You can read more about it on my website. My website is just my name, donnalakes.com. And so we're going to work today with the belief that life is hard. So many people have this belief, and it's holding them back in so many ways. And so let's work on changing that. So I'm going to ask that you get in lotus position. For those of you that don't know what that position is, that's Indian style. Or if, your body's unable to sit in that position, then I invite you to sit up in your chair with your feet on the ground. And if you're unable to do that, then, laying down is fine. But I prefer you to be seating if possible, because sometimes people have a tendency to fall asleep. So, get into your comfortable position, and I want you to get in touch with your breath. Let's start out with getting in touch with your breath and start to breathe at a nice, slow, comfortable pace. Let's just start with an exhale. Get all the stress out, get all the air out. And then now breathe in. And let your belly fill, and then your diaphragm, and then your lungs. And then when you empty, I want you to empty your belly, your diaphragm, and then your lungs. And wring out those lungs till there's no air left in there. Wring out that belly till there's no air left in there. If anybody's ever emptied their lungs to sink to the bottom of the pool when you're a kid, or as an adult, that's what it's like. So just get in touch with your breath. Slow, rhythmic paces. Okay. And I invite you to take yourself to a sacred place inside of your mind. And usually the sacred place is somewhere in nature. It might be somewhere that you make up, or it might be a place that you've been to. Somewhere that you feel really comfortable and safe. And when you are there and you feel acquainted with this space, I want you to call forth all aspects of yourself. So I want you to see your mother with you in her belly. I want you to see a representation of each month as an infant, and then a representation of each year of your life. And see them making like a circle, and like you, at the age that you are now, are at the head of the circle. And I want you to greet them. And I want you to tell them you're working on doing some healing. If they could cooperate and just be open to listening to what you have to say. And I want you to convey this to them. Allow them to hear me through you. Life is as easy as you make it. Life is easy as you allow it to be. Whatever you focus on, you create. Whatever you believe becomes your reality. There is the individual consciousness that creates our personal world, but there is also the collective consciousness which creates our global world and our community consciousness. Be mindful of what belief systems you buy into. For if you believe that life is hard and you focus on that and how things are hard for you, you will attract situations that are hard. I challenge you to change your focus. Really give your full effort to this experiment. So I want you to just kind of make a pact with all aspects of yourself that you're going to experiment with this belief and observe what happens. And experiment with other beliefs as well and see what happens to prove this and see what you create and actually even reflect on what you have created, both what serves you, what you like, and what's not serving you, and what you dislike. Take some time in the next couple of weeks to sit and reflect and maybe even write out about this. So just be open and see what happens. Is life really hard? Or is that just a perception that you were taught? Now, maybe you have the mindset that I'd rather stay in this mindset of life is hard because then I will not be let down. See, we always have a reason why we hold on to our beliefs. Sometimes we feel like they keep us safe in some way. But that's not the truth. For if you constantly are believing that life is hard, you're in a state of constantly being let down, and you keep attracting life being hard and constant letdown. And who wants that, right? So I challenge you to take a chance and change your focus, retrain your thoughts, and see what happens. Being let down is a choice. We have multiple, limited options for our perceptions. Our perceptions are what creates the world we live in, and our perceptions can be altered. There is good and bad in every situation. What do you choose to focus on? Focus on the gift. Focus on the lesson in every situation. The good. And that is what makes life easier. And then you will attract more good. The more you focus on the good, the more you notice the good, the more good you're going to attract to you. The more you focus on easy, the easier it's going to get. You have choice. Life is what you make it. The more that you focus on being grateful, the more things you will be attracting into your life to be grateful about. Sure, it takes effort at the start, but isn't it worth the effort? It's like exercising the brain. Is it better to be lazy and be miserable? Or is it better to experiment and see what you can actually create consciously? The choice is yours. Now I'd like to invite you to do a little bit of a healing exercise for the belief life is hard in order to help change your belief. Life is what you make it. Think about a time in your life when you really wanted something and you were able to create it. Now focus on being grateful for that. Take a moment and focus on that. Now, switch your focus and focus on something that you attracted and created that you did not want. Notice how you feared it, focused on it, how it came about. What were your beliefs and thoughts that you were focusing on, which created it and attracted it? What were you vibrating at? Yes, it sucks that you created it, but look at it now and see the power. See how powerful you are that you created that, even if it was something that you didn't like. Okay, so now you just have to make that work in your favor. So say to all aspects of yourself, life is what you make it. Life is a journey. We can choose to enjoy it or not. Attitude is everything. Perceptions create. Therefore, you are not a victim of life, only of your thoughts and beliefs. Life is what you make it. Change your beliefs and take hold of your power, your process. You are a unique divine being. You are an extension of the Creator. You have power over your life. We have collective power over our world. Align with the divine within you. Create, connect with yourself. Take charge. Change your thoughts and beliefs about life. Life can be easy. It's as easy as you allow it to be. Life is easy. We just need to reprogram ourselves, step into our divine power, and allow life to flow and vibrate in the direction of our desires. Life is easy. I am blessed. Notice your blessings. Look at all the things from a different angle. We have been programmed to focus on lack, what's not there, to focus on the negative. Reprogram, switch your focus, and see how easy life can be. Be conscious, notice your beliefs and what you are creating. Learn to disprove the ones that do not serve you, and you will find your God-given power. For you are made in God-Goddess's image. You are a co-creator with the divine. You are of the divine. You are one with the divine. You are the divine having a human physical experience. You have power. You can create life being easy. So I challenge you to sit down and look at what you've created, both consciously, unconsciously in the positive, unconsciously in the negative, what you like and what you don't like, and figure out how to recreate the things that you've created that you don't like. And the secret to life being easy is being connected with your divine self, being connected with the earth, creating balance in your life between work, rest, and play. And when you play, you should be feeding your soul. And when you work, you should be feeding your soul. And when you rest, you should be feeding your soul. Find out your unique balance for you. And that will bring you in alignment. And when you are in alignment with your truth and your focus and your beliefs are all in alignment, you will be happy and life will be easy. Some things that really help are, keeping a journal to be grateful, or playing the grateful game, doing mantras, meditation, self-care, things that set your energy and your vibration, listening to positive energy. Music that has a positive message, positive energy. Watching what you expose yourself to on the TV. These kinds of things. Managing your energy. So I want you to say thank you to all aspects of yourself for having this little powwow. And I encourage you to keep connecting with yourself in this way. And I wish you luck. And I'm sending you healing energy. Through every word I have uttered today, I have sent you healing energy to help you to change your life and allow it to become easy, balanced, and flowing. I wish you great happiness and peace. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me.